Welcome to Breaking Dawn.
I think she's coming in person. But that situation with the police officer and the traffic warden, of course, will be discussed. It will be interesting to hear what the communication department has to say. Although they did put out a statement where the acting commissioner of police, soon to be commissioner of police, earlier Christopher, suspended the officer. But there was another video that came out, CCTV camera video, where it shows what happened from the start. So we'll take a look at that this morning. Outside of that, this morning we have a statement by Gary Griffith that we want to hear. We have two of the score sheets from 2018 and 2021, where the process for the commissioner of police took place, and the points that were scored. And this is nothing against Miss Christopher, but if there is a process and there is a point system, I would just like to know where the improvement came from, because according to one of the sheets that is circulating, Earl Christopher was down the list, like 9th or 10th, right, in terms of her score. So where does this improvement come from? Where she would have topped the list and be the candidate to be the next commissioner of police. And it's very important, and it's, like I said, it's nothing against Earl Christopher, but if there is a process and the process has been tampered with or interfered with in any way, manipulated, it should be cause for concern for nearly everybody, because at the end of the day, you just came off the back of 605 murders, and we over 60, or we hit 60 something murders in January alone this year. So that's 2 murders a day that we have averaged, or more than 2 murders a day that we've averaged in the month of January. And it's very important that the best person gets the job. But we'll get into that discussion in a little bit. Let me get into the news here as I say good morning to all the regional viewers and everybody watching us online. So PAN prelims, of course, was all the rage last night, and I'm in the middle of it, so the jamming went on, you know. Yeah, man. On the front page of the paper this morning, the Prime Minister is concerned over the $20 million compensation. Kamala wants Attorney General fired. And former Naipal Kuman, accused on $1 million payout, says it's not about the money. You'll find out your thoughts on that, people, as it relates to these accused. All right? Because Chauvin Peters, one of the 9 men who were collectively awarded just over $20 million after suing the state for malicious prosecution in the Vintra Naipal Kumar murder case, has said the judgment can't compensate for the years he and his former co-accused spent in prison. It's interesting. And it goes on to tell you what the conversation was in a WhatsApp call with Newsday on Tuesday. And he said, Peter said the main issue was highlighting the deplorable conditions in prison for those accused of crimes and not yet convicted. Also on page 3, the Prime Minister, like I said on the front page, is concerned about the $20 million in damages. The Prime Minister is concerned about the state having to pay damages for malicious prosecution of 9 men acquitted of the murder of businesswoman Vintra Naipal Kuman. Speaking after the opening of a new PriceSmart plant at the Point Lisa's Business Park on Tuesday, Dr. Rowley said, quote, "Let me begin by saying, as you know, the Cabinet has no role whatsoever in proceedings in the court." But he added that developments in the trial were reported in public. And Rowley told reporters, quote, "I am in the same position that you are in. I've seen the news. It is very disturbing. As a result of this," he added, "I too am waiting to hear what the Office of the Attorney General has to say tomorrow," which will be today. "But clearly, this is an unsatisfactory situation and I am waiting to hear what the facts are." AG Reginald Armour SC is said to be out of the country, with acting AG Stuart Young ordering an immediate investigation into the circumstances surrounding the state's failure to defend the malicious prosecution case brought by the 9 former murder accused. So who was the Attorney General at the time that was responsible for bringing a defense? The Prime Minister said this is not what one expects in situations like this. The Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs said a news conference will be held on this matter on Wednesday. And on Monday, a High Court master assessed damages for the 9 amounting to $20 million. And each man is set to receive $2.1 million plus interest for malicious prosecution. That is 2.1 plus interest. And this is as it relates to Vintra Naipal Kuman, who was kidnapped on December 19, 2006. Her body was never found. And on page 5, there's a follow-up there where the acting Attorney General Stuart Young is ordering the investigation and asking the question of why no defense against malicious prosecution claim. Why? Why was there no defense? The opposition leader calls for Armour and Al-Rawi to be fired. Opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bisesa has called on the Prime Minister to axe Attorney General Reginald Armour SC and former Attorney General and current Rural Development and Local Government Minister Faris Al-Rawi, and she's calling for their firings for the state's failure to put in a defense against the malicious prosecution claim of 9 men who were eventually ordered to be compensated collectively in the sum of over $20 million after being acquitted of the murder of businesswoman Vintra Naipal Kuman. And this is the thing. That was one of the biggest kidnapping cases in Trinidad and Tobago's history. And you're telling me that the state offered no defense? So these guys file and just get $20 million in compensation from the taxpayer? Other headlines. Cop caught arresting traffic warden. PCA keeping close eye on PSB probe. A lab director was gunned down. A 38-year-old woman was gunned down outside of a gym in St. Joseph on Monday night. Lord. Point Fortin man charged with 2020 triple murder and arson. Second man charged with Indian Walk double murder. PSWA on next Commissioner of Police selection process looks transparent. President of the Police Social Welfare Association, acting ASP Gideon Dixon, says he is optimistic the latest effort to select a substantive police commissioner have been transparent as all stakeholders have been engaged in the Police Service Commission. Well, where are the lists? Let me see the list on the score sheet now. For transparency purposes. Anybody see the list? So it's easy for him to come out and say looking transparent, but we go see how transparent it's looking when we take a look at 2018 and 2021 a little bit. MP Lee says opposition has questions on the process. Point of Peer MP David Lee says the opposition intends to raise several concerns as parliamentarians get ready to debate the appointment of Ulla Christopher as Police Commissioner on Friday. Christopher's appointment as Commissioner of Police is on an order paper which was given to members of the lower house on Monday. A simple majority is needed for acceptance. So we know she'll be made the next Commissioner of Police. All right? And contacted for comment on Tuesday, Lee, who is the opposition chief whip, said while he was aware of reports that Christopher topped the merit list of candidates for Commissioner of Police, it was not guaranteed that she would be appointed, referring to former DCP Deodat Dulal Chan, who reportedly topped the merit list in the 2018 selection process, but whose nomination was defeated in the lower house. I would really like to see that list. And just some quick headlines here before we give you some information on Theodophilus and others. Ex-Commissioner of Police Griffith supports Erla. That's the video that he put out yesterday. We will we have that for you. That's about 3 minutes long. Masters can't grant bail for murder. Appeal court reinstates explain your wealth cases. St. Madeleine woman, age 31, reported missing. That explain your wealth. How much politician in the court for that, boy? None. I really like to know, you know. I don't read the article. Port of Spain man dies 1 day after a beating. Court approves interim payment for abused teens care. And those are some of the headlines in the paper. All right. Let me give you Theodophilus and Seth Wyola board and chef before we go to the break. So Theodophilus, of course, if you're having problems with IBS, burning stomach, acid reflux, bloating and ulcers, you know what to do. You know that you can get effective relief with Theodophilus enzyme and probiotics. With more than 70% of your immune system located in your gut, you can improve your overall health by addressing it at the source with Theodophilus enzyme and probiotics. A healthy gut, of course, is a major step toward better living. So, look for the leading pharmacies today and health stores near you. And for more information on to get yourself Theodophilus, you know what to do? Call or WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. Good morning, Theodophilus. And also, we have Chef Shiraz with the baking and pastry course. This is a 5-week course, all right, and it's $3,500. There is a payment plan available. So to get that payment plan, of course, you have to contact Chef Shiraz on 372-4639 or 737-5097, and you will get a certificate of completion at the end of this course. These classes take place at Ramsing Plaza in Chaguanas. And finally, Seth Wyo's Holistic Health Clinic is on. And I saw that he sent me a video with a lady giving a testimony. I have to take a listen to it, boy, Seth boy. I didn't get the opportunity to do so yet. But why manage a disease when you can reverse the disease? And we're talking about reversing cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, autoimmune diseases, digestive disorders, hypertension, and more. So you can book an appointment with Seth Wyola board today on 761-1952. That is 761-1952. All right? And it is Seth Wyo at sethwyosfitness.com. That is the website that you could go and get added information. But call Seth Wyola board today on 761-1952. Don't treat the disease. Reverse it. All right? And with that, we will take a break. When we come back from that break, we will get straight into the video that Gary Griffith put out. We will take a look at the 2 merit lists from 2018 and 2021. We'll get your calls and your thoughts on that. And then we will, of course, discuss this Vintra Paul Kuman. And these accused getting $20 million in compensation with the state offering no defense. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Unique Group of Companies specializes in complete outfitting for residential and commercial buildings locally and regionally. For 34 years, we have been the premium manufacturers and exporters of high-quality bifold sliding and pocket door systems, fire-rated doors, windows, and architectural moldings. We also supply and install operable louver shutters, hardwood floors, staircases, and toughened laminated glass. Unique Woodworking Limited and Unique Lumber and Construction Guyana Incorporated also supply kiln-dried greenheart, mahogany, cedar, and teak. Our logs are cut and shipped by Unique Lumber Guyana and dried in our computerized kiln at our factory's facilities in Trinidad. Visit our showrooms to see the quality, which makes us unique.
Are you depressed and bogged down by problems? Then meet Pandit Narasimha. He is an expert in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and solves problems in marriage, relationships, love, business, jobs, health, and removes all evil spirits, black magic, and bad luck permanently. Then call Pandit Narasimha 304-3506. That's 304-3506.
Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize can't even come back again.
I've been patient and I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can get over it. You left and never say goodbye. Those tears I cried, no, I can get over it.
So don't you ever let me down again, 'cause I'm depending on you, so you better come through this time. Please hear my cry, and if I ever let you down, my friend. I see a better day, yeah, everything is gonna change for you and me. I knew we were gonna make it. I never had a doubt. Soon we'll be feeling weightless.
Queens of Soca, a two-night musical extravaganza in the comfort of Sapa and Napa. Two big shows, Wednesday, February 8th at Sapa and Thursday, February 9th at Napa, featuring the undisputed Queen of Soca, Patrice Roberts. Queen of Bacchanal, Destra Garcia. Recently crowned Queen of Queens, Terry Lyon. Shining stars, Lil Bit and Nessa Preppy. And Soca heiress, Nyla Blackman.
So let me jump to the rhythm, mama day. This thing that is sweetest melody.
Serenading the Queens, Road March King, Super Blue, Farmer Nappy, Hashim the Dream, and the King, David Rudder.
Bacchanal woman, would you come? Or would you make some love? For the first 2 days of ticket sales, Friday 27 and Saturday 28. Buy one ticket and get another one free.
General admission, $250. Special reserve tickets, $300.
Bacchanal, a bacchanal.
The hardest fet in Carnival returns. Army Fest. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Kiss the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work.
Mikel Tesha. Nadia Betson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy. Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Asylum Vikings featuring Faye and Lions and Bungie Garden.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with
I would go.
there will be water mixed up with beer. We jump in there.
Nyla Blackman. Skinny Fabulous.
I go drunk like I never drunk, wave like I never wave.
And many, many more. Army Vet, Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Vet is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a men's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari, Blue Waters, Digicel in everything Carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. Army Vet. Your Vet, my Vet. Still the safest vet in Carnival.
When we linemen for Carnival, we have to have we Fed tickets, we clothes, and we Royal Castle. Who could resist that tender, tasty, local flavor? And the Castle have plenty choices to satisfy the whole team. The snack box, chicken, fish, and veggie sandwich combos. The mega meal, king, queen, and wing buckets. Rotisserie chicken, and delicious sides like fries, coleslaw, fresh salad, and potato salad. All cooked with delicious local seasonings. That is why for Carnival, we linemen with Royal Castle.
For something as uniquely crafted as your eyes, you should have lenses made with the most care and precision. At Adams Optical, our mission is to deliver optimal eye care. Our 3 branches are conveniently located in Rio Claro, San Fernando, and Chagones. Come in today for a free comprehensive eye exam. We have full single vision or bifocal glasses from just $5.95. Adams Optical, we care for your eyes.
Adams Optical.
Glorious Bodies, Glorious Minds Day Spa launches its 3rd branch to serve you in Marabella, featuring Oasi. Experience the new stress-free spa features like our therapeutic salt cave. Enjoy pedicures on our beach in Spa. Oasi transports you into an environment of calm and relaxation. Glorious Bodies, Glorious Minds Day Spa. Experience the difference. Now open at Massey Marabella. Schedule your appointment now to spa with us at 472-4772. That's 472-I-SPA.
Trinidad and Tobago. On Sunday, February 5th from 1 p.m., the National Panorama Semi-Finals will feature medium and large bands on the big stage at Carnival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. We're celebrating 60 years of sweet, sweet pan. Come support your band. Grandstand tickets are only $300. North Stand, $400. Bring your posse to this Savannah party. Get your tickets at the Grandstand, Pan Trinbago's head office in Port of Spain, and online at islandetickets.com. Brought to you by Pan Trinbago and the National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago. Supported by Caribbean Airlines and White Oak. For more info, contact Pan Trinbago at 235-5493 or events at pantrinbago.co.tt. The National Panorama Semi-Finals. Nothing sweeter than pan.
It's gonna be a night with a difference. It's gonna be a night with simply good vibes. It's gonna be a night away from the noise. It's gonna be a night that you get to know me intimately and I get to know you. It's gonna be a night that the music is totally gonna be stripped and we're gonna get to the core of the music. We're gonna get to the core of the songs. We're gonna get to the core of the writing. We're gonna get to the core of a lot of different things. You're gonna get to know my story. Can't wait to share my story with you.
Stripped, the Tennyson John experience.
Tactical Enterprises Limited, located at Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia. They wholesale and retail cellular phones and cellular accessories, smart home automation products, portable Bluetooth speakers, office chairs, and ideal gifts for the young generation. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Tactical Enterprises or call 716-2900, 469-9900 or 325-0000. Tactical Enterprises Limited, Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia, where style meets technology.
All right, people, so welcome back to Breaking Dawn. We're 26 minutes past your 6 o'clock. We want to get to it as fast as possible. Just before we do, Open Minds Education offers 100% learning from the comfort of your own space for students from preschool to Form 5 and CSEC. So replace the traffic, the textbooks, the book bags, the lunch bags, the school shoes, the socks, the belts, and the uniform with one laptop and register with Open Minds Education today. And you can do so at www.openminds.education. You can also call them on 377-6635 or 388-6635 to get yourself registered. Now, we all know that Erla Christopher, how old is Erla Christopher? That's a good question, you know? Anyway. Because if retirement is at 60, and Erla Christopher is 58 or 59, and up for retirement just now, anyhow. Anyhow. Age is not a problem, you know? Well, anyway. So, we all know that Erla Christopher is the name put forward by the PCA. And Gary Griffith put out a video yesterday showing his support, of course, behind Ms. Christopher. So we want to take it to that video because he also said why he reapplied and what is in the future for him now. So, yeah, give me Gigi's statement.
As I stated to the public when I reapplied for the post of Commissioner of Police, I did this knowing fully well that this new process would be manipulated to ensure a result that one man and one man alone wanted. And he did so regardless of whether it affected the safety and security of citizens, especially at a time when our country has never experienced such bloodshed and fear of crime in our history. I reapplied simply to expose the dictatorship that exists in this country because of a flawed, easily manipulated constitution with one man handpicking a president who then handpicks what is supposed to be an independent body, such as the Police Service Commission. And as such, the outcome was obvious. I reapplied to demonstrate that in a time when our country is going through its darkest hour, with 600 plus murders last year and 60 in the first month of this year, this one individual will not place his personal view, anger, and emotion aside and listen to the vast majority of the citizens of this country and do what may be better for the country to keep you as citizens safe. This is what is known as democratic dictatorship, showing one individual having full control, directly or indirectly, of even what are supposed to be independent bodies. And it is disrespectful that politicians believe that they can manipulate a process so badly and not be exposed, believing that the citizens can be so gullible not to see through it. Thankfully, most do. This is why Erla Christopher's role is even more pivotal to our collective future. So I want to encourage the soon-to-be appointed commissioner to resist being used as a political pawn in anyone's games, and to remember her oath in office is to be in service of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and not to be politically manipulated or controlled, even if it costs her the post of commissioner. She should also look to the men and women of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, as resident within the rank and file are some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest. Whilst being cognizant that the process is obviously flawed, we as a nation must now move forward and fully support the soon-to-be appointed Commissioner of Police. Personally, I am even more encouraged and determined as my new political mission is now fully possible. I have served my nation as a commissioned officer in the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, National Security Advisor, Minister of National Security, and Commissioner of Police. Now, help me to help you by having me serve you in government in the next 2 years, which is why I ask you to stand with me and let us do what is required to remove this government democratically. I assure you, when we are in government, you will once again see the massive turnaround in crime you experienced prior to me demitting office as Commissioner of Police. And your safety and security will be my top priority, as me and the other members of the National Transformation Alliance will do all in our power to truly transform our beautiful but badly ailing nation. I ask you to believe and be prepared to battle politically and democratically. As I stated to the public when I
All right, so Guy Griffith put out a statement. Listen, I entered just to show certain things. He mentioned democratic dictatorship. But more importantly, he said that his new political mission could now be realized since this is Saudi way. And he did throw his support behind Erla Christopher and called on her not to be manipulated by any political powers. Right? To stand her ground and be an independent office. Now, all that well and good, but there are some questions that persons have been asking, because there was also the 2021 list and the 2018 list that were circulating on social media throughout the course of the day yesterday, showing the point system. And if you could put it up for me, Director, before I open the phone line here. Right. This is the 2018 list. Right, so this is the 2018 list. All right, let me just get it here. You know, I can't see from far. Right, I have it here. This is the 2018 list. And the reason why people were asking, but you know, what went on here, is because in 2018, Gary Griffith topped the list with an average of 81.94. Erla Christopher was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th on that list with an average score of 52. So people were looking at this and they were saying, but wait, it was Griffith, Williams, Seals, Ramasa, Wayne Hade, McDonald Jacob, scored a 65.54. And we know what happened under McDonald Jacob with a 65.54. So I dare to wonder what was going to happen with a 52. There was other Baldio, Glenn Hackett, Aloy Hunt, Irwin Hackshaw. But we know the controversies around Irwin Hackshaw. And then Vincent Edwards, and then you had Erla Christopher, Matthew Andrews, and Wayne Tongs. So people saying, but you know, where did this drastic improvement come from? And then we saw the 2021 list, which was submitted just 3 names, and those 3 names was that of Gary Griffith, Andre Norton, and Erla Christopher. And on this list in 2021, according to all the information that we have, and I can guarantee you that this is definitely authentic, Griffith scored a 94.80, Norton a 77, and Erla Christopher a 74. So people were asking yesterday, but wait, well, you know, who are the other candidates and what were their scores? And I think that if the PSC, if Dixon is going to talk about transparency, then we should at least see the rest of the list, the other candidates that offer themselves up to be Commissioner of Police, and we should see what they scored in comparison to what Erla Christopher did. That's transparency. 2355325. And like I said, there's nothing against Erla Christopher. I have nothing against you. I wish you the best as well, because we want to get the crime situation down. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Stephan.
Yeah, Barkpo.
Stephan, sometimes I just wonder if Gary and them living the real or them just living in some place where once they get an opportunity to come and talk, they'll say 10 minutes of things in 2 minutes. Let me tell you something. This is the same situation like saying the president that they nominated here should be not biased and serve the people. Rowley can just come out and say, hey, here was his seat. I go in and appoint Erla Christopher to be the next COP and not just talk and then we move on.
Yeah.
You know, people just look like some little stage now. Talk. You know what's going on in the country. Not going to change. The crime situation going to get worse because every single thing that they're doing that's supposed to reverse where we are with crime, they're doing it in the opposite direction.
Right.
You understand? They created, and as I always say this, the PNM, they create a problem and then come and tell the nation, here what, we're going to fix the problem that we created. And everybody just jump on bandwagon and say, yeah boy, look how much they're doing for the country. You understand? Yeah. This whole police commission have absolutely nothing to do with what we are dealing with right now in crime. with the crime situation in this country. They could have put a puppet there, turn you up to one of them from Sesame Street, and it wouldn't make a difference.
All right.
Have a good morning, Stephan.
All right, no problem. 235-5325. 235-5325. But I mean, in Griffith's statement, I think he explained. I mean, he wasn't going to get the post, but he wanted to prove a point. Hello, good morning.
Stephan, good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
This thing is so comical. You know what this reminds me of? This is like putting Chef and I to a cook-off. Who could cook better?
Hey, I lied. All good, you know. You're sweet. All right, thanks. Oh, gosh. 235-5325. We take about 3 more very quickly. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Yeah, man.
Morning. Bob might be right, and I will give him a 75%. Because really, talking is a waste of time. And I said, well, look, man, they're doing exactly what they want. I was surprised to know that just so that merit list come and just pass and say, well, look, this is it. Now, my take is that if we really want to go on, we have to stop. We have to stop one thing. And this negligence movement from 8 to 1, and it's like nobody I want to do nothing. Nobody I want to just talking, and she goes, I like laws. They will stay there for the next 10 years with them same laws they have here, and killing will continue. I don't predict already this year we're making 700 more. You could see what you want. If that government stay there, what we want is serious laws. Laws like you catch any one of them on top of it, jail for them.
All right.
From ministers right back down.
Okay.
We ain't jailing nobody.
All right. I hear you. 235-5325. 235-5325. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Stephan.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Stephan.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really want to know what is it that Griffith might have done that could cause the PM to so want to disregard him. And up to now, we really do not know. I would really like to know, because he behaving just like Mr. Manning, exactly what he seemed to accuse Mr. Manning for.
Yeah.
He behaving like that. So it's another question.
Yeah.
What is it you didn't realize when you was going down the former Prime Minister's road that now you have come to realize that sometimes you have to behave like if you have total autonomy of everything?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to understand what it is Griffith did while Griffith had the overwhelming support of the population. What is it he did? And why isn't he not accounting to the people?
Right.
Or the people not requiring him to account?
Okay.
For why is he seeming to make these decisions he's making?
All right.
While we have a country that is just going left of center.
All right, Brad, cool. Well, the bacchanal between Griffith and the Prime Minister started when the Prime Minister sought to summons the Commissioner of Police, and Gary Griffith wasn't having that, and he put out a post saying, a Prime Minister, just to inform you, a Prime Minister cannot summons a Commissioner of Police. And I think that Griffith has mentioned a few things on this program and elsewhere in terms of things that they wanted him to do that he refused to do, because it's an independent office, and he would not be dictated to by any political any political person. And I think maybe that's where the fallout took place, is that they don't have some in Griffith, they don't have somebody who would carry out their orders. Griffith wouldn't allow the office of the Commissioner of Police to be manipulated by any political powers. So I think that's the main issue. But look, I'm just saying, just before we go to the break here, I am very concerned, as should every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago. And like I said, nothing against her, Christopher. I have nothing against her. I'm talking about the process. If your crime rate is as bad as it is right now, if you just had a record high 605 murders, And Dixon and they could talk about transparency all they want. I don't know what they think the word transparent means. But if you have a process to select a commissioner of police, then it is in the country's best interest that the person at the top of that list with the highest scores, which we have not seen yet what the scores were, but that would be the person that would be put forward by the Police Service Commission, because you're coming off the back of the highest murder rate ever. Because you're facing a crime situation where criminals seem to have more power than the police and citizens are under siege. It is because your crime situation is so bad that it's very important that the person that fits that role is competent and experienced enough to engage that office with success that is going to be in the best interest of the people. And if you have not selected the best person, but you have sent a merit list and the president have watched the list and decided to forward one name from that list to the parliament in some kind of skimmy-dimmy process or watering down of the process, because the public busy partying, jumping, whining, waving, and carnival in the middle of carnival, right? So nobody ain't paying attention. So we go, let's forward Ola Christopher name and sit at the top of the list. And the whole country go, that is not transparency. Sorry. And the person that fits that role or takes on that role in that office should be the best person as far as the process establishes, because of where your crime situation is. But we'll be back after this. Stay tuned.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. However, at Better Life Ostomy Care Store and Clinic, they understand and offer a full range of products that will allow you to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. Better Life Ostomy Store and Clinic is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. Give them a call at 308-6709 or 472-5878, or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Store and Clinic, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Carnival Monday night,
February 20th will be brass and more brass as the National Carnival Commission presents Brass Bacchanal.
Brass Bacchanal,
our 3rd edition at Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah.
Starting 8:30 p.m.
10 bands will do battle for the first prize of $100,000. Brass Bacchanal is a cooler event, so bring your coolers and your crew.
No oversized coolers, no glass bottles allowed. Come and remember the days when brass bands ruled.
Tickets are only $125, so get yours now. Tickets available at Caches and Java Nation stores nationwide. The NCC head office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. For more information, call 480-5100.
Who will win the first prize of $100,000?
Brass Bacchanal will take you back to the good old days. If you're a brass fan, don't miss this one. Brass Bacchanal.
Jesse Eugene Russell, inventor of the digital cell phone.
If you're of good health to be traded as a commodity on the stock exchange, then your stocks are priceless.
Build your immune system against all new wave viruses with Colonel Silver and Moringa powder to control diabetes, hypertension, and inflammation.
My name is Esther Vinci. High definition eye just has removed my cataract without surgery or pain. Thank you, Dr. Love.
I have my Rockard Village-Ram tablet, so that if any woman say I Hamilton couldn't finish the marathon, she lies, she lies.
Family history of cancer or not, alkaline your body and treat cancer with vitamin B17. Clogged arteries, prevent heart attack with double barrel. Deliveries nationwide. Contact Dr. Love Health Store, PTSD Transit Mall, Quezes San Juan, Twin City Mall, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Call 366-4058 or 478-9222. Check us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and our website, drloversea.com.
and soca lovers. Come enjoy the top 2 Caribbean soca queens together with the icons of Calypso and other top soca stars in
Calypso Spectacular. Come enjoy some of the legendary icons like Crazy, Chalky, David Rudder, Pink Panther, Poser, Nelson, Baron, Ricky Jai, Johnny King.
Alongside other top soca stars
like Iwood George, Rome, Ricardo Drew, Roddy McIntosh, and it's our 41st anniversary. One lucky patron from each show wins a whole whopping $4,100. Calypso Spectacular.
3 big nights.
Saturday, January 28th, Sapa. Friday, February 3rd, Center of Excellence. Saturday, February 4th, Napa.
Special reserve $275. General admission $225. Tickets for the Center of Excellence and Napa show, if bought by this Saturday, cost $50 less.
For full details, call 331-4285.
Let's have a good time. Glorious Bodies, Glorious Minds Day Spa launches its 3rd branch to serve you in Marabella, featuring Oasi. Experience the new stress-free spa features like our therapeutic salt cave. Enjoy pedicures on our beach in Spa. Oasi transports you into an environment of calm and relaxation. Glorious Bodies, Glorious Minds Day Spa. Experience the difference. Now open at Massey Marabella. Schedule your appointment now to spa with us at 472-4772. That's 472-I-SPA.
Coming to the Queen's Park Savannah. It's a celebration for you. A celebration for her. Soca for her. Friday, February 3rd. Featuring the talented and beautiful Patrice Roberts with the 18 band. Soca for her 2023, February 3rd.
With all your heart and soul. Could I see 2 hands in the air, please?
Nadia Batson and Sass.
I like it. Let me say, the people want soca, nothing but soca. All we want is soca from club. This is a soca party, party. Soca people want something. All of we in soca.
Soca for her 2023, February 3rd. Savannah, get ready for us.
Prepare yourself for this year's National Stick Fighting Competition. The fighters from the country's greatest Gaels will face off at the preliminary round on Friday, 3rd February at the Mayaro Recreational Grounds Basketball Court, 7 p.m. Only the best will move on to the semifinals. Get your limited tickets for only $50 at the NCC head office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. Let the battles begin! This event is supported by Caribbean Airlines and Forest Park Punch and Round. Call the NCC office at 622-1670 for more information. There is no fight like a bois fight.
Never again. Never again. Hey. Oh, yeah. I out on the road. Hey. Never again. Hey. I'm not saying never again. Can't miss it. Double M. Look, I done book my flight. Tell me friends and family I'm coming. Hey. Boy, the suitcase packed tight. As soon as the plane touched down, we pumping. And if you hear them, welcome to the land of Calypso. I see that you touched down. Well done. I hope that you're more than fit and ready, cause it's real rum, real vibe. Soon as I touch the first party, it's shell down. I'm fetting until I'm falling down. I will never miss the next carnival again. Tell them I will never miss the next carnival again. Until the good Lord take me.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
I love Joker! On Saturday, 4th February, at the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, features a beat of soca and chutney on one stage.
Rub on the menu, we not here to pick and choose.
I love Joker with Ravi B and Karma. Raymond Ramnarine and Tilly the Dan. Ding dong, ding dong. Sean Marshall, Irfan House, Rakesh Yankaran, the A-Team Band, Super Blue, Trinidad Killer, Temper, Iowa George, Nessa Preppery, Jadel, and much more. General tickets $300. VIP all-inclusive tickets $800. For more info, call 757-8265. Coolers in before 10 p.m. No glass bottles. Brought to you by the Massive Tank Productions in collaboration with Cardian Media.
I love Joker!
The Fancy Sailor. The Fancy Sailor, or King Sailor, emerged shortly after the Second World War. The Fancy Sailor is the fantastical evolution of the standard bad behavior sailor that proliferated prior to World War II. With an incredible leap of the carnival imagination, the headgear evolved over time to become the dominant feature of the mass. Along with the evolution of the headpiece and collar, the suit of the Fancy Sailor began to be more and more richly decorated and encrusted with all manner of decal and shiny surface treatments, all in all resulting in a kinetic, kaleidoscopic, surrealistic mishmash of color, texture, attitude, and swagger. Like most traditional mass characters, the Fancy Sailor has its own characteristic style of movement, languid yet jaunty, and raffish and stylish. The Fancy Sailor is the mesmerizing master of the dance.
All right, so welcome back to Breaking Dawn. We're just about 6 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock, and we have Miss Lewis here with us, Officer Lewis, who is scheduled to be on in just a little bit, and we're going to talk a little bit about the situation with the traffic warden and the police. We have the video footage of that with the CCTV camera footage, and we also have stolen vehicles, larceny of our motor vehicles. We want to engage some conversation on that because let me tell you something, that near and dear to my heart because you know what happened to me. And I have a friend who it happened to recently as well, just up to 2 weeks ago, and her vehicle had GPS. And it still hasn't been found. And I'll share the story with Ms. Lewis there, where that is concerned when she's on for Behind the Badge. But in the meantime, before we take calls on the next issue, I want to remind you guys that All Out is open today, as it is every day. And you can catch the English Football League Cup semi-final, Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. That game is live from 4 p.m. today. All right, Friday the 1st of February the 1st, 2023. And we're talking about fine dining, secure parking, and 12 screens, including the 116 screen. So, All Out is located at number 94 Traggate Road, Queen's Park, Oval, Port of Spain. For those of you who went out and enjoyed the sweet songs of the Invaders Steel Pan during Judges Night on the deck last night, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And you could make a reservation. When we talk about fine dining, you can make a reservation on All Out, 610-7945. That is 610-7945 or 791-9012, 791-9012. Call them today. And I also have to let you all know about Lennox Electronics. That's right. Lennox Electrical Located number 121 Western Main Road in St. James, they retail a wide range of products including car audio supplies and security, DJ equipment, gaming accessories and cables. They also offer installation services. They are open Monday to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call them on 622-9528 or find them on Lennox Electronics Facebook page. Lennox Electronics, keeping you connected. And when you're going, just tell them Stephan sent you. All right, you'll get a little something off, trust me. All right, so I tell you what, Vintran Paul Kuman, very quickly, we have 4 minutes. We all know that situation that took place with Vintran Paul Kuman. It shocked the country. This case went on for a while. The TTPS was investigating for a while. And we had certain men that were put before the courts. Now, those men will receive $20 million plus interest. They'll get $2.1 million each plus interest in compensation for malicious prosecution. Now, the thing is, the taxpayer pays that bill. And Israel Khan, well, Acting Attorney General Stuart Young has launched an investigation to find out why the state did not mount a defense. And Acting Attorney General Stuart Young has ordered an immediate investigation into the state's failure to defend a malicious prosecution claim by the men acquitted of murdering businesswoman Vintran Paul Kuman. And in a statement on Tuesday, the Office of the Attorney General said the matter will be discussed at a press conference on Wednesday. On Monday, a High Court master assessed damages for the 9 amounting to $20 million. Each man is said to receive $2.1 million plus interest. Lead prosecutor against the 9, Israel Khan SC, said this was a high-profile criminal case for which the police spent a considerable length of time investigating. He added that millions were spent by the state to hire the 16 attorneys for the defense and 3 senior counsels for the state. Also appearing with Khan was senior counsel Dana Sitahal, now deceased, and Gilbert Peterson. All right? Now, Khan goes on to talk and say that heads have to roll for this. How they could have a case like this, saying malicious prosecution, suing the state, and the state offers no defense. And by the way, from what I understand, this is the largest compensation that will be granted in Trinidad and Tobago's history, 2355325. What do you all think about this? Because we have the opposition leader calling for Regional Armour and Faris Al-Rabi to be fired. Let me take a few on this before we go to the break and we get to behind the badge. And to me, this is madness. Somebody has to face consequences. The taxpayer cannot be taking these blows, and at the same time, you're telling the taxpayer the country has no money to do this, the country has no money to do that. That $20 million could go to filling up all them potholes that in certain communities. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephan. Let me tell you something. If the people them are the case come and the police say them, they are charging. They are not saying it. They just charge them to let the public go and let the government look and the police and them go. And they do that right to Stephan. No people suing them and saying, you know what I mean? What you went on with the police there, you hear somebody else drive and we see the film now. Why is there handcuffed?
All right, cool. We'll get to that. I'll take two more very quickly on this. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Morning, Mr. Stephan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Just to inform the public also, when 2016 had rolled around, state, EU and whoever listened to my voice spent $60 million on this case, to fight this case, and I was these men were set free.
Yeah.
Okay, and I heard the Prime Minister, he say he's surprised, and Mr. Stuart Young say he launched an investigation.
Yeah.
Mr. Armour going to address the nation today, and the government going to tell us that it's not them not nothing with the court, them as far away from the court and the Solicitor General. So how it is when the PNM in power is not them fault?
That's a good question.
And when any other government in power is the executive fault, which is the government. which is the ministers and the prime minister. How that table is turned?
Boy, I don't know how this work that much now.
So nobody showed up. I waited for Mr. Amo or Forrest to come and say Ram Logan fault, because Ram Logan is one of the men who represents some of the fellas.
He represented some of the fellas as a lawyer who was hired to do the case.
Yeah, but people was acquitted in 2016, 2015, 2016.
Right.
Government change.
But whether Ram Logan, whoever represents the men, has nothing to do with the state putting up a defense.
Boy, I waiting for somebody to come today and blame the class government, boy. I waiting for that.
Right?
I waiting for them, and they're blaming the prime. I sure they go blame the former AG and the former PM. And God forbid my blame deceased Volney too.
Oh Lord. All right. Yeah, man. All right. One more real quick. 2355325, and then we gotta take a break. Hello, good morning.
Morning again.
Yeah, back, Paul.
Stephan, there's another one the Alvaro resume of the millions of taxes.
Yeah.
And I could bet you the case you just mentioned with Ali, Data and Raj Ali, and them who hold for that, the same thing gonna happen again. Them just didn't.
I am believing so for a while now, because nothing has come out of that. Nothing is happening.
Exactly. Them fellas, them sitting in jail, waiting to cash out when they come out in the next couple of years. Trust me.
Wow.
Have a good one again, man.
Yeah, man. All right. I mean, I just think this is totally ridiculous. Somebody has to be held accountable now. And I agree with Israel Khan SC, where he says heads have to start rolling. Heads have to roll. He said this is madness. Taxpayers cannot be taken for granted. Heads must roll. That is gross incompetence. Faris Al-Rawi has to be held accountable. I mean, look at the amount of things mounted up against Faris Al-Rawi. Now we have the incompetence that he's shown in one of the biggest kidnapping and murder cases ever in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. This matter went on for but it seems like ages. This is in 2006, and we're in 2023, and we're still dealing with this matter. But now in the form of compensation to the accused. Why did they mount no defense? And this took place, according to the opposition leader, Regional Amo has to be held responsible too. Because certain aspects of this particular part of the matter with the compensation took place under his tenure. The taxpayer keeps taking the blows. I mean, you couple this with the deal that Al-Rawi entered into with Nelson, and you telling me Faris Al-Rawi still have a job as Minister of Local Government? Boy, all are really happy in this place, we? Anyway, we got to take a break. When we come back from the break, we have our friendly neighborhood police with us, Miss Michelle Lewis, and we will chat with her about a few situations, and then of course we're going to engage you guys on the phone line again before we close. So stay tuned, we're back after this.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 corner Roland Street at Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
The The hardest fete in Carnival returns. Army Fete. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Kiss the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work.
Mikel Tesha. Nadia Betson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy.
Flowing like water. With your bumper.
Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Asylum Vikings featuring Fair Lions and Bungie Garden.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with
There will be water mixed up in there. We jump in there. Nyla Blackman. Skinny Fabulous. And many, many more. Army Fete. Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Fete is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a man's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari. Blue Waters. Digicel in everything Carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. Army Fete. Your Fete. My Fete. Still the safest Fete in Carnival.
Are you depressed and bogged down by problems? Then meet Pandit Narasimha. He is an expert in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and solves problems in marriage, relationships, love, business, jobs, health, and removes all evil spirits, black magic, and bad luck permanently. Then call Pandit Narasimha 304-3506. That's 304-3506.
Carnival Monday night.
February 20th will be brass, and more brass as the National Carnival Commission presents Brass Bacchanal.
Brass Bacchanal.
Our third edition at Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah.
Starting 8:30 p.m.
10 bands will do battle for the first prize of $100,000. Brass Bacchanal is a cooler event, so bring your coolers and your crew.
No oversized coolers, no glass bottles allowed. Come and remember the days when brass bands ruled.
Tickets are only $125, so get yours now. Tickets available at Caches and Java Nation stores nationwide. The NCC head office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. For more information, call 480-5100.
Who will win the first prize of $100,000?
Brass Bacchanal will take you back to the good old days. If you're a brass fan, don't miss this one. Brass Bacchanal.
I see a better day. Everything is gonna change for you and me. I knew we were gonna make it. I never had a doubt. Soon we'll be feeling weightless.
Open Minds Education offering 100% online tuition from preschool to Form 5 and part-time classes for CSEC repeaters and adults. Finally, no more morning rush and daily traffic. No more back-breaking book bags that you can't even lift. No more hunting down expensive textbooks that never get used. No uniforms, school bags, or school shoes. No worries about transport costs or safety. Give yourself a break today and have your children learn from the comfort of your own space. Keep your children safe from contagious diseases and bullying. Shall we socialize through gaming, movies, yoga, and mindfulness? Develop entrepreneurial skills and more. Call us today, 377-6635 or 388-6635, and check us out on Facebook and our website, www.openminds.education. Open Minds, the future of education.
Ole, this is the Queen of Bacchanal. Get ready for Queens of Soca. Wednesday the 8th of February in Sapa, and on Thursday the 9th of February in Napa. Get ready, we coming to mash up the place. Queens of Soca, see you there!
Queens of Soca, a 2-night musical extravaganza in the comfort of Sapa and Napa. 2 big shows, Wednesday, February 8th at Sapa and Thursday, February 9th at Napa, featuring the undisputed Queen of Soca, Patrice Roberts.
Soft man.
Queen of Bacchanal, Destra Garcia. Recently crowned Queen of Queens, Terry Lyon. Shining stars, Lil Bits and Nessa Preppy. And Soca heiress, Nyla Blackman.
So let we jump to the rhythm, Bamba Day. This thing that is sweetest melody.
Serenading the Queens, Road March King, Super Blue, Farmer Nappy, Hashim the Dream, and the King, David Rudder.
Bacchanal woman, won't you come? Or won't you make some love?
By public demand, buy one ticket, get another one free. Remains till this Thursday.
General admission, $250. Special reserve tickets, $300.
For full details, call 331-4285.
Bacchanal.
When we linemen for Carnival, we have to have we Fed tickets, we clothes, and we Royal Castle. Who could resist that tender, tasty, local flavor? And the Castle have plenty choices to satisfy the whole team. The snack box, chicken, fish, and veggie sandwich combos. The mega meal, king, queen, and wing buckets. Rotisserie chicken, and delicious sides like fries, coleslaw, fresh salad, and potato salad. All cooked with delicious local seasonings. That is why for Carnival, we linemen with Royal Castle.
Coming to the Queen's Park Savannah, it's a celebration for you, a celebration for her, Soca for her. Friday, February 3rd, featuring the talented and beautiful Patrice Roberts with the 18 band. Soca for her 2023, February 3rd.
With all your heart and soul. Could I see 2 hands in the air, please?
Nadia Batson and Sass.
I like it. Let me say, the people want soca, nothing but soca. All we want is soca. Come on. This is a soca party. Soca people want something. All are we in soca.
Soca for her 2023, February 3rd. Savannah, get ready for us.
All right, so welcome back to Breaking Dawn this morning, and we got Behind the Badge. And just before we get to Behind the Badge with Inspector Lewis, I just want to remind you guys about a few things. Kyodophilus is one of them. So Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. Of course, if you're having problems with IBS, burning stomach, acid reflux, bloating and ulcers, you can get effective relief with Kyodophilus enzyme and probiotics, because a lesser known fact is that more than 70% of your immune system is located in your gut. So improve your overall health by addressing it at the source with Kyodophilus enzyme and probiotics. A healthy gut, of course, is a major step toward better living. So look for the leading pharmacies and health stores near you. And for more information on how to get yourself Kyodophilus enzyme and probiotics, all you have to do is call or WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. Also, we got Seth Weil aboard, who has the aqua fitness classes going on. These aqua fitness classes take place at the Well Fun Park in Canupia, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so he would have started yesterday. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays it is 9:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. And then on Saturdays the class runs, or the aqua fitness class runs from 9:30 a.m. It is $60 per session, $500 a month. Get on board with Seth Weil aboard. And hey, I didn't realize what I just did there. Get on board with Seth Weil aboard. Seth, you gotta pay me for that hook, eh? All right, so you can call him on 761-1952. That is 761-1952. And sign up for the Aqua Fitness classes. And finally, we got Chef Shiraz. Chef Shiraz has the bacon and pastry course that is going on. And you can call Chef on 372-4639 or 737-5097. These classes take place at Ramsing Plaza in Chaconas, and it is $3,500, but there is a payment plan available, so that's why you want to take down the number on the screen right now and call Chef Shiraz, and you do get a certificate of completion when you finish the course. All right, so sign up today for the baking and pastry class. So it's Behind the Badge. It is Wednesday, and we got a few things that we want to deal with. One is larceny of a motor vehicle, which we'll get to first, and then we'll take a look at two incidents that took place concerning the police. One was on Frederick Street in Port of Spain, one was in Arima. Now, that conversation is a nice conversation I'd like to have with Inspector Lewis, because it shows the two sides, two different, like almost the opposites, but it's quite similar in nature as it relates to persons in uniform, which are, I would really like to get in a discussion with that, and just engage people at Trinidad and Tobago with it. So it's 17 minutes past your 7 o'clock. Good morning to Inspector Lewis, and it's a pleasure having you here. I know Inspector, acting ASP Pitt, he said to me, I have some overnight business to deal with. I'm sending Inspector Michelle Lewis, and she can handle herself, because I know you like to you like to chuck in some teasing questions, Stephan, but I have confidence that Inspector Lewis will handle herself. So we'll see now.
I'm not worried at all. Good morning. Good morning to you and all your listeners and viewers, and of course, good morning to ASP Pitt. And
Nice.
thanks for the opportunity to be here.
So we're dealing with, we know we're in the carnival season, we want to get to the advice of the TTPS in terms of the larceny of motor vehicles, because like you were telling me before we came in, we're in a particular season where people just parking, they're going to events and they're parking anyhow, they're not securing the vehicle at times. So what advice does the TTPS have for those persons?
Right, so you said it rightly. The season is carnival season.
Yeah.
And we know that we haven't really had a carnival season in the country for the last 2 years or so. And this season is called, the mother of all.
The mother of all carnivals.
Of all carnivals.
That's
but even so, we want persons to be mindful, very aware, very alert of how you park your vehicle and how you conduct yourselves.
Okay.
So this morning we want to take it down the way of larceny motor vehicle, which is really someone would have stolen your vehicle. You would have parked it at a particular area.
Yeah.
You came back to that space and it is no longer there.
Right.
In fact, in Trinidad and Tobago, the prevalence is really at residential areas. So we see a higher amount of vehicles being stolen when you park a vehicle, let's say in the night, and then you wake up in the morning and it is not there.
Yes, that happened to a friend of mine recently.
Yeah, so you would see that a lot. You would also see that a lot on the roadway, because not everybody has a parking space in their yard or in their property. And some people, you park on the road if there are two vehicles there, you're renting somewhere and they only have so much space.
Right.
So there is where the prevalence is. However, we are in a carnival season and persons are parking their vehicle just about anywhere to run into the fete. And so the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, we are very mindful of that. We have officers who do patrols in the communities, within the areas of those big fetes and small fetes, and they of course will let us know. And so we as the police service must let the public know that when you are parking, park your vehicle in a well-lit area. In the first instance.
Right.
Park a vehicle in a parking lot, preferably, that it can be secure.
Okay.
Because we see very little of that happening when we look at the data from the crime.
Seriously? People not parking in the parking lots?
No, people are not stealing your vehicles.
Oh, from a parking lot?
Yes.
Right, yeah, because, and as we talk about the parking lot, just before I go further, there are these guys that have a habit of making their hustle. So you're going into the venue, or you're going close to the venue, you're going to the fete, and you know that a lot of people attend these events. So you see these guys hustling, trying to tell you where to park, as if they're working for the promoter or they're working for the venue. And then they tell you, well, $40 and I'll watch your vehicle for you. But when you come out the fete, they don't be around. So don't trust. Get a park at a secured parking spot at the venue that you're attending, right? Don't get tired of those guys.
You could carpool as well, or you can, hire someone to drop you and take you back.
Yeah, you could hire Maxi.
In a sense, because we see a lot of persons doing that.
Right, yeah.
Right, so those are options that people have.
Okay.
So the vehicles of choice, in terms of vehicles that are stolen.
Uh-huh.
Look at the two makes, Nissan and Toyota.
Toyota being stolen?
Aqua.
Oh, the Aqua is true, the Toyota.
The Fielder wagons, and these vehicles are stolen to commit offenses, kidnapping, robbery, a lot of shooting offenses that we see taking place. Yes. So what they will do is that they would steal a vehicle, in some cases change the number plate, commit an offense, park the vehicle somewhere else. In other cases, what would happen is that they will steal the vehicle, leave it in a particular area to cool down.
Right.
To see if it has a GPS system or any tracking device on it, leave it there for a couple of days, and if it is not recovered in that area, then they take it to one of those established,
the cut shops.
Unquote, right, and then that vehicle is...
And they scrap it down. Now, let me just jump in here again.
And that in itself is also criminal offense.
Offense.
These are things that the police right now are targeting. And we are doing some strategic exercise in that regard.
Right.
And you would see, for example, when we had the sting operation in Barrett, I think on the 16th of January, where unfortunately 2 persons were shot. And that engagement, that was one of the strategies that the police has put forward in treating with larceny motor vehicles and the whole ring surrounding that.
Okay. I wanna just go back to the reason or the purpose that certain vehicles are being stolen. Some vehicles, you're saying, or some makes of vehicles are being stolen to put down other crimes, to conduct other crimes, or commit other crimes. Now, when my vehicle was stolen, because I was robbed at gunpoint, they took my wing road, right? I have not recovered it. That was in July last year.
Right.
In dealing with the police in the St. James police station, they say, boy, don't lose hope, it might pop up, because sometimes they try to also change the license plate number and sell it.
Yes.
Right? They try to sell it off as their own vehicle. So persons have to be aware of that too. When people, because I know a lot of people go to social media and they're looking for all kind of deals, especially on vehicles, buying and selling cars and all kind of thing. But you have to be sure that it's not a stolen vehicle that you're buying. Hope was alive, but I think by this time now we're in February. I don't think that vehicle's going to pop up again.
Don't lose hope, because
don't lose hope.
No, because I know where a person's vehicle after a year, 2 years, it is recovered in a garage.
Seriously?
Yes. And you raise a really, really good point wherein that persons would go and buy a vehicle, persons going on social media to see if they can get a good deal for a vehicle.
Yeah.
Right now you might be getting a good deal, but that is someone's stress. Someone would have lost their vehicle, lost their way of moving around with their family, like you said, a friend of yours lost a vehicle recently, and that is a little, move around vehicle for her family.
That's how she gets to work. That's
and whether it's $60,000 or $100,000, that's something that you just lost, that you now have to try to fix. And so when you go to purchase vehicles, make sure that it is bona fide. Make sure that when you're purchasing foreign used parts or used parts, that it is from bona fide places, because these vehicles that people are stealing, it has a market where it's going to. And if we are not feeding the market, purchasing from the market, then it is intended that it will decrease.
Right. Now the other thing there, just on my friend whose vehicle was stolen recently, her vehicle had a GPS tracking device. However, so it was stolen just after midnight, and she didn't come on until 10 o'clock in the morning, and so the vehicle gone. Now that gave them roughly 9 hours to
check it and
to check the vehicle, remove the GPS, or something to that effect, right? Now I want to believe that maybe they found a way, which would not surprise me, because they have their way of finding a way to get around any aspect of security. So I think GPS company was notified, and they can't, up to now they can't get a signal on the GPS. So I guess you would have to consider that lost. Because, I mean, at this stage, I would imagine they scrapped that.
Well, I want to tell her the same thing that I just told you.
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive. Last year when we had just about 971 vehicles.
Yeah.
And before that year, we covered 565, which is about 58%. Now some persons will say, well, that is not such a great figure, but really our target, our benchmark really is 30% in each crimes, that we try to reach that higher, and higher. And so even though we have recovered 565 of those vehicles that were stolen, which is really good, we are still haven't given up hope in relation to the other vehicles that have not yet been recovered.
Okay.
So you would see and you would hear some exercises very soon. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but you're going to see and hear a lot that is taking place. We had in Northeastern Division last week, they did some raids on some garages within the Barataria Mova area in Northeastern Division. And certain information, vital information, will receive from there.
Okay.
And so you're going to see that the police officers in each division throughout Trinidad and Tobago tackling this situation, especially during this carnival season.
Yeah,
so
because it's hard, you know, it's hard. You take out a loan for a vehicle.
It is.
You have to pay this loan. The bank don't want to hear about your vehicle gets stolen and that kind of thing, you know.
Paying a loan and your vehicle stolen.
Yeah.
So for the Nissan vehicle, you have the Nissan Tida. You have the 80 wagon.
The 80 wagon.
You still have, of course, the Almira and the Ring Roads.
They're still stealing Almiras?
Yeah.
Lord of mercy. Okay, so those are the number. All right. So outside of Nissan and Toyota, are there any other? I mean, what about I don't know. To me, like nobody steals Mitsubishi.
Right. So people steal vehicles that are easy.
Yeah.
That there are a lot of it on the road, so it's easy for the disguise of the vehicle, you know, on the road. It's easy when you have a lot of a particular type of vehicle, as opposed to a high-end vehicle that it has a lot less of, and it might be more difficult.
Because when I was shopping around for a new vehicle, a lot of dealers told me to stay away from. They said don't go Kia.
Right.
Because they were hearing some things about Kias now, like Kia being the new Nissan.
Right.
Because there's so many Kias on the road.
So and wherever you have a lot.
Yeah, they told me to they told me don't watch yourself there. They said you better buy something else.
Yeah.
They were just advising me, you know.
I know a high-end vehicle probably is what they were suggesting for you, maybe.
No, I can't afford anything high-end. You're mad? You didn't see my height? I can't reach anything high-end. All right, but in terms of the advice that we give the public, in the event that your vehicle is stolen,
right? So
what do you do? What is the immediate action?
Your immediate action is to call 999.
999.
Immediately, as opposed to a station district number that you will know because you live in a particular community.
Okay.
Dial 999 and give full description of your vehicle, the make, the model, the color. If there's a broken light on it, these things will make it easy for the police to be able to identify. Of course, the chassis number and all that, you know, we would get, right? You as somebody who drives a vehicle, you know it is either on the engine or on the door inside of the vehicle.
Right.
Right? So you give the officer on the line as much information as possible. Where, what time you park the vehicle, of course, when you return, you know, anything at all that you have that would help the police officer in that. And so the police now would send out what we call an all-point bulletin.
An all-point bulletin, right.
Throughout Trinidad and Tobago. I think last week a vehicle that was stolen was recovered going on the ferry to Tobago.
What?
Yes, on the ferry to Tobago. The ferry was in the 24-hour. The night of the vehicle was stolen, the night of the day of the vehicle was stolen, it was on the way to Tobago.
On the way to Tobago?
And so that all-point bulletin and that information, that reporting of it as soon as possible, helps in the recovery of the vehicle as early as possible.
Okay.
So the information is vital.
All right. So make sure that you have your P's and Q's about you.
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to the events, we know some people going to drink.
Yes.
So sometimes your mind just moving a little slow, you can't remember certain things. You know, to give the proper information to the police. But the faster you give the police the information is always best in terms of any type of recovery. We do have to take a break. I've got to go to a break. When we come back from the break, we'll get some final thoughts on the vehicle larceny and just the two videos that I want to toss up at you here. We'll see if we can take a couple calls as well before we run out of time. So stay tuned, we'll be back after this.
Hey, this is yours truly from the beautiful island of St. Lucia, Tedison John, and I am bringing something different with love to Trinidad and Tobago, the mother of all carnivals. We present to you
Stripped, the first ever soca cabaret.
Real color, pure vibes,
and Caribbean elegance. Carnival innovation and vocal sensation. On February 8th, Napa will be transformed. Tedison John, alongside a stellar cast. Lyrical.
Run it again, yeah.
Farmer Nappy.
Nyla
Blackman.
It's Nyla.
Voice.
Ready there, so say.
Destra.
Queen of Bacchanal.
Yeah.
Cass.
Jolino, your mango sweet song.
Stripped, the soca cabaret, celebrating Caribbean elegance. Tickets available at all cachet outlets and at islandetickets.com.
For something as uniquely crafted as your eyes, you should have lenses made with the most care and precision. At Adams Optical, our mission is to deliver optimal eye care. Our 3 branches are conveniently located in Rio Claro, San Fernando, and Chagones. Come in today for a free comprehensive eye exam. We have full single vision or bifocal glasses from just $5.95. Adams Optical, we care for your eyes.
Adams Optical.
Prepare yourself for this year's National Stick Fighting Competition. The fighters from the country's greatest Gaels will face off at the preliminary round on Friday, 3rd February at the Mayaro Recreational Grounds basketball court, 7 p.m. Only the best will move on to the semifinals. Get your limited tickets for only $50 at the NCC head office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. Let the battles begin! This event is supported by Caribbean Airlines and Forest Park Punch and Ram. Call the NCC office at 622-1670 for more information. There is no fight like a bois fight.
Never again. Never again. Hey. Oh, yeah. I out on the road. Hey. Never again. Hey. I'm not staying home. Can't miss me. Double M. Look, I done book my flight. Tell me friends and family I'm coming. Hey. Boy, the suitcase packed tight. As soon as the plane touched down, we pump them. And if you hear them, welcome to the land of Calypso. I see that you touched down. Well done. I hope that you're more than fit and ready, cause it's real rum, real vibes. Soon as I touch the first party, it's shell down. I'm fetting until I'm falling down. I will never miss the next carnival again. Tell them I will never miss the next carnival again. Until the good Lord take me.
Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize carnival come back again.
I've been patient and I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can get over it. You left and never say goodbye. Those tears I cry, no, I can get over it.
So don't you ever let me down again, 'cause I'm depending on you, so you better come through this time. Please hear my cry, and if I ever let you down.
Tactical Enterprises Limited, located at Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia. They wholesale and retail cellular phones and cellular accessories, smart home automation products, portable Bluetooth speakers, office chairs, and ideal gifts for the young generation. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Tactical Enterprises or call 716-2900, 469-9900 or 325-0000. 0. Tactical Enterprises Limited, Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia, where style meets technology.
Well, yes, sir, this is yours truly, Ronnie McIntosh. And you know what? How it go look if you miss Calypso Spectacular this Friday and this Saturday when you come out of your house? How it go look?
Center of Excellence this Friday, Napa this Saturday. Come and enjoy the 2 final nights of
Calypso Spectacular.
Are you too old to soca? Come out and prove them wrong. All early bird tickets are sold out, so get your remaining tickets now to enjoy your favorite icons like
Crazy, Chalky, Pink Panther, Poser, Nelson, Baron, Ricky Jai, Johnny King. Alongside top soca stars like Patrice Roberts, Iowa George, Nadia Batson, Ricardo Drew, Ronnie McIntosh, and it's our 41st anniversary. One lucky patron from each show wins a whole whopping $4,100. Calypso Spectacular.
2 final nights.
Friday, February 3rd, Center of Excellence. Saturday, February 4th, Napa.
Special reserve $275. General admission $225. Tickets bought by Thursday. Cost $25 off.
For full details, call 331-4285.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Cunupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
NCW Productions presents Mako and Hush. Rest. The tour starts February 5th, Sapa, 6 p.m. Come see the future in comedy, music, drama, and dance, alongside some of the biggest names in entertainment, all on one stage. See performances from Ira George, KMC, Shawayne Winchester, Swappy, Trinidad Killer, Ding Dong, Jaron Nurse, comedians like D Drunken Saint, Kivo, Kevin Sawyer, Jerome Richardson, Gabriel Bridgmahan, Dr. G, NCW, the Social Media All-Stars, and lots more. Rest. The tour starts February 5th. Get your tickets and remember to Mako and Hush.
A vehicle is one of the most valuable investments you will make in life. Therefore, like anything of great importance to you, you must take the necessary steps to ensure its safety. Always park in well-lit, busy areas or in a secured car park. For the period January 1st, 2022 to December 28th, 2022, 954 motor vehicles were reported stolen throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Of these, 565 were recovered by the TTPS investigators through diligent and committed work. During the period, 141 Toyota Aquas, 89 Nissan 80 wagons, 87 Nissan Tidas, and 57 Toyota Axios were among the most frequently stolen makes and models of vehicles across the country. As such, owners of these models are urged to be extra vigilant and cautious with their vehicles.
One time. Hold up. It's right here. We was parked.
No, we're going home. Somebody stole my car.
Here are some vehicle safety tips you can employ to make your vehicle a hard target for criminals this carnival season. Always lock your vehicle doors when driving, and lock all windows when stopping at intersections or in traffic, particularly in built-up or urban areas. Ensure that all doors, windows, and sunroofs are securely locked when leaving your vehicle. Ensure that you switch the vehicle off and remove the key from the ignition or from inside the vehicle before exiting. Keep all valuable items or packages out of sight in your vehicle. Hide them under the car seats, in the trunk, or the glove compartment. Do not leave spare keys inside your vehicle. Keep them securely in your home or in your possession. Always be conscious of your surroundings while seated in your vehicle, and be on the lookout for suspicious activities or persons around the vehicle. If you believe you're being followed, drive directly to the nearest police station. Technology and other security devices can also be used to ensure that your vehicle is kept safe from thieves. Here are a few suggestions in which you may invest. Secure your number plate with tamper-resistant screws. Use anti-tamper wheel nuts to secure your wheels, as this makes removal of your wheels difficult. Use gear selector, steering wheel, and pedal locks to prevent gears, the steering wheel, and pedals from being moved. Use a GSM car alarm or ultrasonic interior monitoring system to be notified of movements inside the car. Install a GPS tracking system. These allow you to know the precise location of your vehicle. You can also shut off the vehicle remotely via phone if necessary. In the event your vehicle is stolen, here is some useful information that you should have readily available to give to the police. The make, model, color, and registration number of your vehicle, or any distinguishing features, such as the vehicle number etched on windows and other glass surfaces, can all help with quick identification of the car. Also have a picture of your certified copy. If you have information on stolen vehicles, you can call the Stolen Vehicles Squad at 627-0729, call 999 or the nearest police station or Crime Stoppers.
Glove compartment and it right there as if they know the detail.
But we're back, and that was a video that was put together by the TTPS for information purposes. For those of you who need information or you want to know what are the best options for you in terms of your vehicle, we were just talking there when the last part popped up with the certified copy, and Inspector Lewis was telling me you want to keep the certified copy in a...
Yeah, you want to put it in a place that is not common, like you don't want to leave it in the glove compartment, for example, because, for example, let's say the police pull that vehicle aside.
Yeah.
The person who would have just stolen the vehicle, they would pull the glove compartment and act as if, you know, they are accustomed using the vehicle because it's a common place to be.
Right.
So you can have a copy of it on your phone, you can have a photo of it, or you can put it in a place in the vehicle that is not, you know, common.
Okay.
You know, you use your initiative, I don't want to say where, you can put it wherever you want in the vehicle.
Right.
And it's not common, so you wouldn't put it on the visor or anything like that.
So find a particular place to put that.
Yeah.
And don't leave it in the obvious place.
No.
So you use your imagination.
Yeah, use your
all right,
imagination.
and get innovative with it.
Make
all
it
right?
difficult. Make it difficult. The point is you make yourself a vehicle hard target that the police would see something suspicious and look deeper, go
into the situation.
Yeah, into the situation.
Right. Because like we said, it's not easy for people to lose a vehicle. Trust me, I still vex today. I just vex. I vex because I got caught in a situation like that. Where I dropped my guard. But it really bothers you. Just a couple things that we wanna pop. Just before we go further, before we switch to the two videos that we have with the Frederick Street incident with the traffic warden and the police officer, and then the situation in Arima, which is very important because I want to raise the issue there. Just in terms of the divisions where the stolen vehicles, where most vehicles are being stolen, I was telling Inspector Lewis, I thought it was along the west because the amount of people I know lose their vehicle along the west, but this is not the case. So where are the most...
The most prevalent divisions are Northern Division, and that's one of the reasons why it was separated into 2 divisions to make it more manageable. It was a strategic move by the Commissioner. So you have Northern Division, you have Northeastern Division, Port of Spain Central Division. Now when you look at the divisions, really and truly, it spans the entire east-west corridor. Because Northern Division takes you up to Kumuto, San Rafael, just before Valencia Station, which is the first station in Eastern Division.
Right.
And it goes straight down. So Tunapuna, Ruka, St. Joseph, Barataria, Lavantil, all the way down, East-West corridor, and then Central. And as we know, that corridor is the most populated in the country. Hence the reason why you would get more of that type of offense taking place. Highly populated.
All right.
And so those divisions surpasses Western Division. Western Division is not one of our high divisions for lasting motor vehicles being stolen.
Well, boy, I really in shock here.
Tobago actually had absolutely none for 2022, which is really, really commendable.
Tobago don't have any stolen, any...
Really, really commendable by the senior soup for the Tobago Division at the time, Senior Soup Junior Benjamin, and the Senior Soup took over in
moved to Tobago, right? Tobago, like it there, Tobago, everything's safer in Tobago?
Absolutely none in Tobago.
And what about Central?
Central Division was high. Central Division is high.
Central Division is high. And South?
South is not that high.
South is not that high?
You have the 4 highest, because remember you have 9, 10 divisions. And so you look at the most prevalent. Northern, Northeastern, Central, Port of Spain.
Wow, okay.
Incidents happen in the other divisions.
But not to that extent?
Not to that extent.
All right.
So you have all the divisions, and then we also have the recoveries in all the divisions. Yeah, and you get a breakdown. So you see Port of Spain would have been very high in relation.
Port of Spain are the most recoveries?
And it means that the vehicle, even though it may not have been stolen in Port of Spain Division, it was recovered in Port of Spain Division.
Oh, it was recovered in Port of Spain Division. All right, cool. Wow. Well, you know, we wanna just advise the public here this morning. You know, we know a lot of people going to the feds, and now that we've hit February, and we're literally 3 weeks from Carnival, Monday and Tuesday, the feds tend and the events tend to intensify. So, you know, a lot of people will be attending a lot of these events over the next 3 weeks. So just, you know, remember, you take out a loan. It's a couple $100,000 you're talking about here. You got to value what you have. Make sure that you have the proper security measures in place on those vehicles, and make sure that you know 999 is the number to call immediately if you realize that your vehicle has been stolen. I just want to bring up 2 points here. Now, everybody saw the video with the traffic warden and the TTPS, the off-duty officer. That video that was recorded by a passerby, but there was CCTV camera footage that gave a different, gave added information, and this is it here. So this is the beginning, where the traffic warden has apparently stopped the vehicle to make some inquiries, and it seems to me that she's asking if they could park the vehicle, pull the vehicle aside, maybe, I don't know, in the gap here. Right, so she's walking away. Right, the guy comes out, right, so the off-duty officer comes out here. All of this we did not see yesterday, but this is when he came out, right? Now I know that the TTPS has already put out a statement through the communication department that Inspector Lewis is part of, and they have already mentioned that the officer has been suspended and investigation is going on, and I know a lot of police who have condemned the actions of this off-duty officer. And the thing that I want to raise here, as we look at the situation here, just a little bit again, just a little further into the video, up until the point where I think everybody would have seen. I just want to get to that point. There is another video of an arrest that the police were trying to make not trying to make, they eventually made in Arima. And I'm going to come to that video after this one. I'll tell the director when to switch. So some discussion took place there. There are 2 other traffic wardens on the scene. I don't know if he's trying to plead his case. We don't have the audio on this. He's on the phone trying to make a call. I don't know why. Now, from your knowledge, a traffic warden does have the authority to stop anyone, from what I understand. Right?
In relation to traffic, yes.
In relation to traffic. It could be anybody, even a police officer.
Correct.
It doesn't make a difference. Traffic warden has that power. And this is where the physical altercation took place now.
Yes, so the traffic warden is in fact in full uniform.
In full uniform.
And she is executing her duties.
Right.
So she is on duty.
No, you know, it's police officer, and I often tell acting ESP put this. I say, listen, I understand that there are a lot of good police in the service, and the ones that give the police service a bad name is in the minority. But you know, it's very hard for a communication department that you work for to be constantly trying to communicate with the public and kind of diffuse a situation or do damage control when you constantly have police officers, you know, going, well, in this case, just to be very frank, abusing their powers. And not only abusing their power, but in the public, in the view of the public, because he knows he's being videotaped. So the question I asked yesterday is, what if this took place around a corner where nobody was around with a camera to videotape anything? What action would he have gone to then? You know, because it begs the question, if he could do that in public, while he's being recorded, while there are witnesses, what sort of conduct would he have if there weren't any witnesses and anybody recording?
Well, there are very few places in Trinidad and Tobago, least of all in Port of Spain, where you would not have CCTV
camera footage.
Separate and apart from persons having their own smartphones, right? So for anybody to think that that wouldn't happen except it's in the privacy of a home or a private place, there's always some kind of camera around that would pick up on anything.
On anything.
Right? But having said that, the video shows where he would have come, when he came out of the vehicle.
Right.
And then, you know, there was an engagement and a physical connection. Right? Yesterday I actually spoke, when we spoke yesterday, and ASP told me that I'm filling in for him yesterday evening. I called the senior soup in charge of Professional Standards Bureau. And that is Suzette Martin, just to get an idea of, you know, and she said yes, the investigation is active, it's at a sensitive stage, and so this matter here is currently being investigated.
Investigated by TTPS.
It is.
So, I mean, there is this issue where people are saying, you know, this, you know, there has to be the point where serious consequences are dealt out with these kind of actions, and people are looking for the officer to be fired. All right, because they know suspension is usually the order of the day, suspension with pay, which a lot of people are unhappy with, and they're saying, you know, with blatant action like this, an officer should be disciplined to the full extent.
Right, so you remember, right, someone is innocent until proven guilty, right?
Right.
So you have to take that into account.
Right.
And so in an investigation, statements are recorded from eyewitnesses and from as much as you collect evidence in relation to an offense or an alleged offense. What we do have now, which we have had a couple of years now, is that the Commissioner of Police has the authority to suspend and to fire as he or she deems fit. In this case, we do have a female commissioner, and she went ahead, ma'am, and she went ahead and suspend the officer, which generally in the organization has happened in quick succession.
Right.
Normally, it would have taken some period of time before that was actually actioned. And so we see this kind of proactive measure and initiative being taken right away while the investigation is taking place. And so at the conclusion of the investigation, we will determine now whether the officer would be fired, if he will be reinstated.
Depending on the outcome of the
Depending on the outcome of the matter, but it is being investigated. Up to yesterday, yes, it was
all right.
High permanence.
All right, nice. Well, I do have time to get to the other video, but I'll get to that tomorrow, because there's a point I wanted to make.
Will we be able to take any calls?
No, we won't. We're out of time. Yeah. Oh, so, hey, I like her. Yeah. Hard luck with you. What if it's a few weeks? No, serious, no. Yeah, she got rid of her. Inspector got rid of her. All right, nice, no problem. All right. I don't see what after the inspector, after the ESP told me, said, listen, I said somebody, she can handle her stories. Inspector Michelle Lewis, I said, all right, no problem, we'll see. But I lied. If this was a game of chess, Yeah, checkmate, right here. So I tell you what, I have some information to give you guys before we wrap up, and one birthday greeting. I got to do that very quickly. Tomorrow I'll show you the Arima video. We have Leon Grant in studio tomorrow. He has a online show called The Buzz. I told him no problem. He meet me in a fete and he said, oh gosh boy, I get an interview or what? I said no problem. All right, Leon. But before we wrap things up this morning, All Out, that's right. All Out, the English Football League Cup semi-final is definitely on today, and you could go out to All Out. Manchester United is playing Nottingham Forest, all right? And that game starts at 4 p.m. So go there, after work line, enjoy the game. You got fine dining, secure parking, 12 screens, including the 116 screen. 610-7945 is the number to call, or 791-9012. You can call those numbers to get a reservation if you're taking the family out or you have a date or something to that effect. We know Valentine's Day coming up, so All Out might be, might be an option. All right, get a little romantic up in there. Okay, nothing wrong with sports and a little love. 94 Traggerit Road, Queen's Park, Oval in Portersfield is where they're located. So go check them out today. All Out Sports Bar and Gourmet Grill. And we got one birthday. Good day. I would like to wish my daughter Megan a happy birthday. She will be 11 years old. All right, so Megan is 11 years old today. This is coming out from her mom, dad, and brother. Hope she enjoys her day and they love her very much. They did not send a picture. All right, Megan, so that's not our fault. So we want to thank Inspector Michelle Lewis for joining us this morning. We had a nice discussion. People, be careful with your vehicle. Remember, you pay money for that. All right? So put in the necessary security devices, take the necessary measures, and when you're going out to the fets and you're parking, make sure you're parking in a secured area. Okay? Until tomorrow, have a great day. Friday, we outside in the frontier, and we have tons of entertainment, Tree Canal, Teddy St. John, and much more. So look out for that coming Friday. But tomorrow we'll see you. Have a good one.
Thank you very much for having us.
Nice.
All right.
Trinidad and Tobago. On Sunday, February 5th from 1 p.m. The National Panorama Semi-Finals will feature medium and large bands on the big stage at Carnival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. We're celebrating 60 years of sweet, sweet pie. Come support your band. Grandstand tickets are only $300. North Stand, $400. Bring your posse to this Savannah party. Get your tickets at the Grandstand, Pan Trinbago's head office in Port of Spain, and online at islandetickets.com. Brought to you by Pan Trinbago and the National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago. Supported by Caribbean Airlines and White Oak. For more info, contact Pan Trinbago at 235-5493 or events at pantrinbago.co.tt. The National Panorama Semi-Finals. Nothing sweeter than pan.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Jesse Eugene Russell, inventor of the digital cell phone.
If your good health could be traded as a commodity on the stock exchange, then your stocks are priceless.
Build your immune system against all new wave viruses with Colonel Silver and Moringa powder to control diabetes, hypertension, and inflammation.
My name is Esther Vinsky. High definition IVF has removed my cataract without surgery or pain. Thank you, Dr. Love.
I have my Rockard Village Ram tablet, so that if any woman say I Hamilton couldn't finish the marathon, she lies.
life. Family, is free of cancer or not? Alkaline your body and treat cancer with vitamin B17. Clogged arteries. Prevent heart attack with double barrel. Deliveries nationwide. Contact Dr. Love Health Store, PTSD Transit Mall, Quezze San Juan, Twin City Mall, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Call 366-4058 or 478-9222. Check us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and our website, drloversea.com.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, Weekend Guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.